Welcome to my new library um, system. This system works using the Google Sheet. I've worked on this system for 2 or 3 days, and it took me many trials and errors to get to this system. But at the end, this all does not make sense since we have reached to our conclusion, which is a working sheet with an entry user frame, another frame dedicated to check and check out books, and an overdue report with user information box. Now I can't go in deeply into how does this worksheet work, but as long as I'm gonna represent the efficiency of this workbook, this will do the mission of this video presentation. First of all, this is an automatic. First of all, let me remove this ribbon so you can see it's minimizing the ribbon. Yeah. So here we have the page where you enter new users of your library. This is an automatic generated ID. First of all, I'm gonna enter the name here, which is Majid, for example, Muhammad Ahmed. His gender is a male. His date of birth is 1/1/1990. Work address AUS, and home address is Sharjah. Email address is majid_ahmed@hotmail.com. In case, for example, we do not enter a right email address, it gives us an alert here. Of course, this alert will be fixed to give us an alert of this is not a valid email address. Now we're gonna enter his email address, which is Majid, for example, at majid.com, which has the dot and has the @ sign. Now what about his phone number? It's 006 for whatever, and then his mobile number is 050 here, whatever. Process. Now we're gonna have his name entered to our list, and it will automatically give us the new page, an empty new page with a new generated ID. Let's see his username entered here. It's Majid Muhammad Ahmed, and all his information is here. What if I want to recall this person with his user ID? I just enter it here, and I can have all his information here. Now, what if Majid wants to borrow a book? He comes, he gives me his ID number, and then I enter it here. What is the book he wants to borrow? And he'll be, of course, having the book with him, and I can scan the book's ID number. But for the time being, I'm gonna get the book from here. As you see, you can check here. Let's assume that he wants to borrow the book Red Wall. I'm gonna enter the number of the book here, and then process. The book is entered, of course, to the borrowing list. It's borrowed by Majid, and it's into the borrowing list. What if Majid borrowed the book? This is the date of borrowing, this is the assumed date of return. What if Majid borrowed the book on the 1st of January 2013? It will give us overdue here. Okay, what about here? It will give us as well a record that Majid book is overdue, and it will give us the book ID with the user's ID. What if Majid comes back and he wants to return the book? I'll go here, of course, he'll have the book with him returned, and I'll scan the book's ID and put it in the check-in. then it gives us the book, and it's removed from the overdue, and as well it is mentioned here that Majid has returned the book, so the book status is returned. Now we have viewed most of what is inside the worksheet. Let's check the validations here. What if someone brings me an ID of a book that he searches over the net and he tells me, I want to borrow this book, is it available at your library store? And I tell him, or at your library, so I scan the book's ID and I put it here. So see, it restricts that. Now we want to continue to complete this data sheet by entering some validation title. This book cannot let's say enter the book's ID. Input message. Scan the book's ID and enter it in this cell. Now what about the alert? It will give us a stop alert. The title is this book is checked out. You cannot borrow this book as it has been borrowed by someone else. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go there and take this book as it's a checked out book. Of course, this is an automatic message that is generated from this sheet to tell you if this is a book that is borrowed or not. So here you cannot borrow this book as it has been borrowed by someone else. Okay, great. What about this here? We'd like to as well we have entered a formula. Of course the formulas are hidden here. They are hidden close to the cells. This formula is here. It's validating the cell here. Let's see this cell. This cell refuses actually to return a book that is returned. So if a book is already borrowed by someone, it's not borrowed by someone, or it has been returned, it does not permit the entrance of the ID of this book. So here, this book is not checked out. This book has not been checked out by anyone, or it has been returned. Now let's try this. Let's go. The formula currently evaluates. Yes, it doesn't matter because we have used the some things that will avoid the error of the formula. We'll go here and we'll choose this book as it has been returned, and we'll take the ID of this book and we'll try to go and use it here. This book has not been checked out by anyone, or it has been returned. Thank you. Now this is all about our data sheet that is working, that I have been developing for the past 3 days. Hope this presentation was clear and to the point, and that's it. Thank you very much.